What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I am your host, Robert, and today we're going to be talking about When a Cat Faces West, Volume 1. Now, this series, just to cover a couple of general things. So, this series, first of all, is written by Yuki. Urushibara is the author. And it is published by Kodansha, which, before I continue, I definitely have to say shout out and thank you to Kodansha for providing me with a digital copy of the manga for review. So, greatly appreciate it. And thank y'all, Kodansha, for providing me with that. So, yeah, so that is why, that this is my first time. I think this is my first time reviewing a digital version of a manga. So, it's a little bit different for me from the norm where I'm used to like being able to hold it and stuff, whatever. But we will continue forward. But I will say that this series is only available digitally, and it is a short run series. It's only going to be 3 volumes long. So, and I think they might be releasing the volumes pretty quickly because this first volume just came out in May. Volume 2 is coming out at the end of June, and I don't have a date for Volume 3 yet. But before I go on, so a little bit of a background on When a Cat Faces West. So genre-wise, it will be kind of more of like a supernatural mystery kind of slice of life type of story that follows, his name right, Hirota, who is the guy y'all see on the cover, and his assistant, Chima. And they also have a cat named Shacho. But the series basically centers around the mystery of this substance called flow, which, as described, flow is the phenomenon that occurs when matter falls out of balance and changes form. Flow creates oddities, both big and small. They can be disruptive or delightful in equal measure. It is up to flow disposal departments and independent contractors to shepherd flow back to its natural form. So, basically, it is just a substance that kind of just like distorts various parts of reality. And a big part of the series is the female lead, Chima. She is 35, but flow affected her, and she woke up one day back in her 12-year-old body. So, kind of made her life pretty difficult, being a 35-year-old woman who had a job and stuff, whatever, and then, basically she kind of situations where nobody at work was taking her serious anymore, and all different things of that nature. And so she ended up getting a job here at this flow company to kind of learn more about flow itself, help him go out on different cases and investigate, and also try to find a way to get herself back to normal. Now, before I continue on, I want to make mention, because the author of this series, Yuki, she also did another series that some of y'all may have heard of. And shout out to Zaria from Past Present Future podcast, because she talks about this series all the time. She loves this series. But Mushi-Shi. So before I read When a Cat Faces West, I didn't know that the two were related, or by the same author, I mean. But when I started reading it, I was like, the art of this looks familiar. Where have I seen it from? So I did a little bit of research, and boom, Mushi-Shi popped up. And so Mushi-Shi is also another kind of like fantasy, supernatural mystery type of series, which kind of similar vein, but it kind of deals with different spirits, basically kind of known as Mushi, who can kind of alter their surroundings or people and things of that nature. So I haven't watched all of it. I watched maybe like 5 or 6 episodes, but it is definitely a pretty slow paced series, much like When a Cat Faces West. But they really get you into the world and you kind of follow the different stories and cases with the main character. But like I said, I just want to give a shout out of Mushi-Shi. Because like I said, if you have already watched that series, then you might be interested in When a Cat Faces West, and vice versa. If you end up reading this manga and that interests you, go check out Mushi-Shi. And like I said, once again, shout out to Zaria for putting that on my radar. But yeah, but back to When a Cat Faces West. So, like I said, in general, which let me see if I can show y'all something real quick. So yeah, so as y'all can see, the art of it looks great, nice, clean. But like I said, it just has just like a nice chill tone to it. And like I said, like it much like Mushi-Shi, like I said, when you're watching it, the art of When a Cat Faces West, like I said, it just really fits the the flow and the vibe of the series. But one like I said, like I enjoy a series that, like I said, like everything doesn't need to be crazy and action packed. Things can be kind of more slow paced, and for a series like this that deals with these supernatural phenomenon, I enjoy that because, like I said, it is a slower paced read, but with each chapter, they really take the time to go into the different cases and stuff that they're going to investigate. Of like, okay, what is going on? Give you a little context, and a lot of times with some of the flow incidents, a lot of them are kind of tied to people and situations that they were in. So maybe somebody had regrets about a thing, or a location holds a lot of feelings or memories. Then they have to, now there are some things that, hey, there's nothing you can do about it, and it'll just take X amount of time before it will revert back to normal. Like example, there was it's dead of summer, so normally, or I'm trying to think, was it dead of summer or dead of winter? I think it might have been dead of winter, to where basically it was the opposite season for cherry blossom trees to be blooming. And so you had this tree to where, hey, one day it was all withered and leaves, and then one day it's beautiful and vibrant. And that was just a case of like, hey, this tree is just gonna be like this. And I think it was like a month or a few weeks, something or whatever, and just naturally the flow went away and it reverted back to where it was. But then there are other situations, like example, I'll kind of talk about a little bit about like one of the first cases. One of the first cases dealt with a situation where a intersection got distorted by flow, and I just show it was a three-way intersection that became a 7-way intersection, and that ended up basically being due to somebody was passing through at that moment when flow was present, and it was a young person who basically was at the point where they were having to decide what path they want to go on in life. Like their guidance counselor was like, hey, what do you want to do next or whatever, and they were just like so troubled out, like the weight of the unknown future caused this flow incident that created all these split paths. And so it like I said, it's just a really cool thing. Like I said, just seeing the oddities that happen, and then going along on the journey of trying to discover, like, okay, what or who was the cause of this incident, and then is this something that okay, we can help you sort out your feelings, and then boom, it reverts back to normal, which is what happened with that situation. Or we have to just wait it out for weeks, months, maybe even years. And so that is just one of the cool things about this series. And so yeah, so if you enjoy, like I said, just supernatural stories, something a little bit different than the normal, then I highly recommend When a Cat Faces West. Like I said, it's available digitally by Kodansha. Should be on everywhere you can get digital manga. But yeah, go check it out. Like I said, it's a nice chill read that you can just kind of just really sit with and dive into. And yeah, but I'm very excited for the next couple of volumes, and I'm glad that it's going to be a short series, because I'm very interested to see one, how and if Chiwa will be able to Chima, sorry, will be able to kind of like get back into her adult body. And also, I'm just interested to see like all the different incidents that they come across, because probably one of my favorite, I'm not going to spoil what happened, but there's one that involves mirrors. And so that one was like really cool, really dope. Um, but yeah, and like I said, that's just a lot of like really cool things in this first volume. So I can't wait to see how it might ramp up in the volumes to come. But yeah, that's going to do it for this review. Like I said, I wanted to kind of keep it nice and short and sweet. But I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. Like I said, if you did, drop me a like, subscribe to my channel, and support your boy. And like I said, once again, thank you to Kodansha for providing me with a digital copy of When a Cat Faces West. And so with that, I will see y'all in the next one. As I always say, treat yourself to something nice, read some manga, watch some anime, Mushi-Shi, play some games, and live your best life. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.